we're going, folks. I'm up here around the dam having a look at the trees that I planted here a few months ago. We've gone olive and maple alternating all the way through. Yeah, the dogs have started again. It's on cue. You expect that, so don't expect anything less here anymore. Well, they lost the ball. Get the ball, Cara. You got to swim, sweetheart. Come on, you can swim. And guess whose fault that is too, by the way? It's Jack's fault. He's the one who put the ball in the... Yep, she's gone under. There we go. This area here is really prone to winds, so cops are from the north and from the south, and they do get a bit of a beating, but they've tolerated it really well. And the maples, because we've got I'm not sure how many varieties, 5 or 6 varieties of maples here. The flamingo down there is doing really well. That one, the plain type, is doing really well as well. But unfortunately, as we go down this way, and you can see the olive trees have already put their growth on. Have a look at this maple here. All right. Now, from memory, this is meant to be a coral bark maple, because we've got that bright red stem on it. And look what has happened to the tips here. It's the high winds, the hot weather has just burnt it all off. All that dieback there. You know, this is one of the more delicate varieties that I've got growing out here, and I love this plant. And you can probably think, yeah, maybe I should have put it somewhere a bit more protected, but I still want it out here to see from the other side of the dam. So what we're going to do with this, and if you've got a problem like this with your maples, or any plant in fact, high weather, high winds, hot weather, cold winds, you know, wet weather, all those fluctuating temperatures can cause havoc on your plants, and that leaf burn is basically the result of that. It's not excessive nitrogen, it's not a lack of water, it's just high winds. So what we're going to do is really just cut this right back, and I am going to take this middle part out of it because it's pointless having it, and I actually want to open up the center of it anyway, so that branch there ultimately should come out so I can open up and have this open vase shape rather than this upright growth. But we are going to work our way back down to that. So let's just start around the edges again and just take all this back. I left this on at the beginning just to let the plants settle in a little bit. In hindsight, maybe I should have cut it back, and generally that's what I recommend everybody does when they first plant something. Take the stress out of the roots from the transplant. But I didn't do that because I wanted to see how leafy it comes up and see the big vibrant variation in it. So I'm going to cut it back down to here, like that there. Now, that's still probably... Realistically, I should take it down there, but I'm not going to. I don't want to put it into too much shock. I need to have some leaf left on this plant so it can throw new foliage up again. If I cut too much off, I don't want it to sucker up from the bottom either. So that's it there. Now all it needs is a liquid feed. Now you can use our liquid fertilizers if you like. In my ear? Really? Go knock yourself out. That's it. So you can either use your own liquid fertilizers, whatever you've got in your garage. I'll use my Liquid Gold and my Eco Boost. It's 40 mils per product in 9 litres of water, and you can agitate it with a stick or a branch, just like that, and apply this to all your plants. Over the foliage if you like as well. Ain't going to burn it, and never do it on a hot day. Today's perfect for it. The olives, they have no problems whatsoever in this sort of weather or even conditions. They grow on rocks, you know, in the mountainside, so this is nothing. This has copped a bit of a beating on the foliage. I might just give you a bit of a drink. Sensations. You know, they're tough trees, but they just need to settle in. Once they have a couple of seasons through them, you know, a couple of years, they'll be right. This one's dropped a little bit of leaf as well. Might take that off. Don't need that. That's all. Bugger that. Stop doing that. That's it, better. As you can see, this one went to heaven. That's the flamingo. Because we had an air pocket in the soil, air got in there, dried up real quick. By the time I picked up, and it was too late. And this is the other one. Same problem. You can see wispy branches. Take them off. I've got to open up the center on this. But for now, we'll just bring it down like that, because I want these to grow more so in spring. It's not a fruit tree, so the summer prune is not what I need to do with this, because I don't want to slow it down. I actually want it to grow fast, so it's the winter prune that I need to do. But unfortunately, because of this dieback, I don't want to risk it, because we haven't hit the hot weathers yet, so I've cut it back now. And the next prune is going to be done in winter, so stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, check out our website, Vasili'sGarden.com, for all the different great products we have there, online and specials for you for this Christmas, New Year's, and for your garden as well. And we may be doing our live Q&A this afternoon at 4:30. Stay tuned for that. From me, Vasili, Maresi.